Hello, this is Tim with Northwest Registered Agent. Today we're going to be talking about converting a contractor to an employee, when you should do that, and what happens if you misclassify that employee. All right, let's take a look at some of the steps that we'll be needing to get done to convert that contractor to an employee. First step is going to be determine your costs to make sure that you can afford to take on this contractor as the employee. Best way to do this is to look at the contractor's hourly rate, multiply it by 2,080, as that is the amount of hours the average worker works in a full year's time, and then you can look at your costs and to determine if you can afford it or not. If you can afford it, of course, the next step is going to be make that contractor an offer. In your offer, you're going to want to go over any schedule and working hours, salary and benefits, your time off policy, as well as the termination policy, and any privacy terms that may apply for your company. Once the contractor has accepted the offer, the next step is going to be obtain your employee information. This is typically done through a W-4 and an I-9 form to make sure that they are U.S. eligible to work and to make sure to capture how they want their tax withheld for their paycheck. Lastly, you're going to want to make sure to update your payroll. This will ensure that your employee gets paid on time and correctly and fulfills all of your legalities with the state. After the conversion is completed, depending on the type of work that your contractor has done for you in the past, you still may need to do additional onboarding and training before they can actually get started. Next are going to be some questions that we're going to look over that should help you guide and determine whether a contractor or an employee is the best fit for you and your business. First questions we're going to look at are some behavior control questions. Do you control where, how, and when they work? If the answer is yes here, typically that is a situation that you will want to look into bringing them on as an employee. Are there systems in place measuring work in progress and how it's accomplished? Again, if the answer is yes, that is typically a situation where an employee makes the most sense for the company. Lastly, do you require training to do the job? If this answer is yes, again, this is another opportunity to look into it being an employee for your company versus a contractor. Next, we're going to look at some financial control questions that should help you determine your decision. Do you invest in the equipment? If you are investing in the equipment, that is typically an employee type of situation. Are you reimbursing their expenses? If you are reimbursing all expenses, again, that is going to be an employee type of situation. Do they have the freedom to go seek business opportunities elsewhere? If this is the case, that is typically going to be a contractor type of situation. And are you paying regular wages or are you paying a flat fee? Most of the time, if you are paying a flat fee, that as well is going to be a contractor type of situation. Now, the type of relationship between you and this person is also going to determine whether they are a best fit for a contractor or employee. Do you pay the worker benefits? If you are giving the worker benefits, this is going to be an employee type of situation. What is the duration of the relationship? Meaning, is there a contract that states when the work is going to start and when it's going to end, a specific date? That is typically going to be a contractor type of situation. And how central to the business is the work? Typically, if the work being done is essential to the business operating and running the way that it should, this is going to be most likely an employee type of situation. Now, what happens if you misclassify the employee with the IRS? You're going to want to immediately file an SS-8 form, as you, the employer, are liable for any underpaid unemployment taxes. So you'll want to make sure to file that as soon as possible. Thank you for tuning in. If you found this video helpful, give it a like and please subscribe. If you have any other business questions or any other topics you want us to look into, please enter those into the comments. And remember, call Northwest when you want more.